Welcome back to another edition of Average Joe News Co. Today we'll be covering a story out of New York where McDonald's is being sued after a customer burned her mouth on extremely hot French fries, as well as another story out of New Jersey where a Florida man with a flamethrower barricades himself in an RV at a New Jersey Walmart. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's go.
For our first story today, a New York City woman is suing McDonald's after allegedly sustaining, quote, serious and severe personal injuries and burns to her mouth and tongue as a result of being served extremely hot French fries.
Oh, that's hot.
The complaint says that her physical trauma was due solely to the carelessness, recklessness, and negligence of the workers, and that the fries were, quote, not safe for human consumption. She also endured a severe shock to the nervous system and suffered great physical pain and mental anguish, and was, quote, confined to bed and home and caused to abstain from usual duties and activities. I know everyone is going to want me to say how ridiculous this is, and it absolutely might be. It 100% depends on how hot those fries actually were. I initially thought New Yorker sues big corporation, just another day in America's dirtiest and most romanticized city.
Yeah, in New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
But then I learned that there's actually a pretty well-documented history of a small number of people being severely burned by McDonald's fries, chicken nuggets, and coffee. And many of those people have actually won hundreds of thousands of dollars in lawsuits where McDonald's was in fact found guilty. Mental anguish from too hot French fries does sound like an excuse that your Gen Z coworker has yet to come up with as an excuse for a 4-day weekend. But depending on the extent of the injuries, the clown might be going down once again on this one.
You're gonna die, clown!
Our second topic of the day, police say a man who barricaded himself inside an RV late Monday night at a Burlington County Walmart in New Jersey may have been in possession of a flamethrower and other weapons. They received a report of a dispute between two people that escalated into a robbery. Apparently, a 38-year-old Florida man got inside of a tan and green RV parked near the edge of the parking lot and refused repeated requests by officers to exit the vehicle or to talk with them. The incident ended peacefully when the man was taken into custody by the New Jersey State Police. He was charged with robbery, obstruction, and weapons-related offenses. It was unclear if any weapons were actually inside the RV. This kind of feels like a clickbait story to me.
That's a clickbait question and lazy reporting. Next.
I think we need to call for justice for Florida men everywhere. It's fun to pile on the Florida man stereotype, but how is it not confirmed whether or not they actually found weapons and whether or not the guy had a flamethrower? It seems like that would be pretty easy to confirm if true. Maybe the police just didn't acknowledge that to the reporters. Again, I'm confused because it says that he was charged with weapons-related offenses, but no specifications on what that was exactly. If it was just a robbery, it feels like that's a daily occurrence at every Walmart everywhere. I was just picturing someone, when I read this story, supervillain style flamethrowering out the door of an RV, and it doesn't sound like that's what happened here. Did someone just look at this guy and think, that guy looks just crazy enough to be flamethrower wielding? Let's reserve our Florida man reporting for the thousands of verified wacky things that can be easily confirmed as run-of-the-mill Florida man unhinged behavior.
Oh, let's go, Cletus! There we go, we got air!
Moving on to sports, the Red Sox keep on soxing. As of the time of this recording, they've won 15 games. They're set to play another doubleheader just after this. All I can say about this is they just continue to shut so many people up, including me. I was so frustrated at the beginning of this season of the underperformance of the team. Really thought that the season was pretty much over. And sure enough, they just made their way through and have just come all the way back. My cat is going for the camera. Don't know if she's in view, but I'm sure you can see the tail. Keep on watching the Red Sox. They're continuing to make history every single day, and I don't want to jinx anything, but at this point, I think we're looking for the all-time record. So keep on rolling, boys, and we're really happy with what you're doing so far. Okay, moving on to weather. We're going to spin our random wheel again today. We have landed on Calgary, Canada. It is a high of 85 degrees and a low of 61. The fun fact of Calgary is that they have a black squirrel population, also known as eastern gray squirrels, that are actually invasive descendants from a group that escaped from the local zoo in the 1930s. Hey, kitty, 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 kitty. Please stop chewing on that, okay? Okay? I'm going to have to ask you to stop chewing on that. I appreciate you. I love you very much. It's a pretty cool origin story for a local population. We're not pro invasive species, but as long as they're not doing any harm to the ecosystem in Calgary, it's kind of a cool fun fact. I really like it. That is another edition of the Average Joe News Co. Thanks again for checking us out. We'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. As is tradition, play me out to the music.